I would say if the love meter is like this much, I am around like right here for Wix, but WordPress I'm like right here. So I still am a WordPress girl, but I will talk about some of the reasons why Wix hasn't reached the top for me. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of Wine and Design, where we sip on some wine and talk all about graphic design and website design. And today is going to specifically be about website design because I've been getting so many questions about why I have been using Wix and my thoughts on it, and overall just why. Because as you guys know, I'm a huge WordPress fan. That is like my go-to platform for all websites, but I recently launched a website on Wix and it wasn't my first time using it. So I wanted to talk with you guys today about why I like it, but also some of the things I've noticed that it's missing and some of the reasons why I would choose not to use it. So I'm gonna go over everything with you all today, and these are all things that I have just noticed on my own by doing my own work and working on it for my clients. So I really think this is going to be super helpful. But first things first, I am sipping on a white blend wine. It's actually the same one as last week, but it's all good. I mean, I just can't finish a bottle all alone. So we're sipping on that same one today. So cheers to your day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. But yeah, let's sip and get right into it. Okay, so first things first, why do I occasionally use Wix? So Wix, I only ever use it if I am going to be building an e-commerce website. I have noticed that with WordPress, I have to either integrate Shopify by having it still as its own separate platform. So then at that point, we have our business in so many different areas. We have it on our hosting account, we have it on our WordPress dashboard, and we have a Shopify account. So it can get really just bulky and all over the place. And I really like to have things solidified as much as possible. But there is WooCommerce, and WooCommerce is still a really great platform for WordPress websites, but it's not the safest and most secure platform. And there has been some issues with it in the past with just security issues. So it's not something I really want to use for my clients and not something I really want to recommend for my clients, which is why Shopify is typically what I integrate with WordPress. But Wix, from my experience, has been a really great platform for shop websites because it's very simple to manage your shop. It's very simple to add products to your shop, and it's just so easy for my clients to learn. So I'm gonna go over the pros of Wix before I jump into the cons of Wix. And I kind of just went over some of the pros, but number one, it's easy to learn and it's a very easy platform to manage for e-commerce clients. So that's the number one reason that I recommend it, number one reason I like it. But the second reason that I would recommend Wix for my e-commerce clients is because it's actually very affordable. It's around $27 a month, which is way better than a Shopify website. I think Shopify is twice as much. So, hey guys, so I'm sitting here editing this video, but I noticed that Shopify's lowest plan starts at $29 a month. But the one thing to look into and research before you decide to use this platform is that they do have an up to 2% transaction fee, which can definitely add up. So that's something to look into. I know that Wix actually was $23 a month and they increased it to $27 a month at the lowest amount. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to come in and say that the transaction fees on Shopify can be detrimental, but Shopify is a lot more powerful. There's so many comparisons you can do, but Wix is still really great, and I feel like $27 a month is still pretty affordable and fair. It's definitely more affordable, and that's the lowest plan that you can get. You can actually get plans that are have more storage. So if you have a lot of products and you're expecting a lot of traffic, there is plans higher up, but they are a little bit more expensive. So the affordability is definitely a huge plus as well. And I find that my clients feel very comfortable with that price point. Now, another reason I like Wix, and this is just something I just mentioned, but it comes with so many tools. So instead of having to sign up for a million different platforms and a million different services on, like, let's say a SEO thing, or like I was using as WordPress as an example, I'd have to go get Shopify, or I'd have to go get these other platforms on other websites. Wix actually has it all integrated within, which is actually super powerful and amazing. But I have noticed that, I'll wait till I get into the cons, but Wix is really cool because it comes with the page builder, and it comes with a lot of really awesome tools, and it even comes with SEO tools and analytics and a lot of really awesome things. So if your clients are just not expecting a ton of traffic and they're newer and they just want to get their website started, then I would say this might be a really good option for them, because it does come with all of those tools and they can just learn it all within that dashboard. And the fourth reason I like Wix, and I recommend it for those clients that are going to be managing their business on their own, is that the customer service is always available and they're really actually quick at answering. I've only ever had it a few times where they have to call me back, but that's another awesome thing. You can just put your number in and they call, sorry, my computer, but they call you when you're ready on your time. So that's another really awesome feature about Wix. Okay, so I know I just went over a lot of the reasons I like it. There's actually probably a lot more reasons I do enjoy the platform, but I will also mention that along with the page builder being built into Wix, it's very easy to learn, and just overall, it's a really like seamless platform, and I would say it's pretty straightforward for my clients to get the hang of. And that's one of the reasons I have been kind of gravitating towards that, because I am already kind of full with my web maintenance clients, and I just want to make sure that they're super comfortable doing all of the things that I help them do on their own. So yeah, those are the reasons I love Wix. But let's hop into some of the reasons why maybe I would stray away from it, or some of the reasons I don't really fully 100% love it. I would say if the love meter is like this much, I am around like right here for Wix, but WordPress I'm like right here. So I still am a WordPress girl, but I will talk about some of the reasons why Wix hasn't reached the top for me. So number one, this is something I ran into an issue with my e-commerce client, and I feel like it's actually kind of a bigger deal than it might sound. But I was actually, for this client, adding in a bunch of scents, because they sell candles and they sell soaps and they sell really amazing smelling products. And one of the most important things about that is that they have different descriptions for each scent, which makes sense because scents are all different, and you want to explain to the client that this maybe has little fragrance notes of bergamot or coffee. I always say coffee. But you want to be able to explain those scents. And same thing goes with if you have maybe different shirts or different pant sizes, or maybe you want to describe the difference between, I don't know, A to Z. Like, it just matters. Like when you're running a shop and you're doing that, that's something so small but so like important in my opinion. And that's actually not something Wix allows you to do. You have to actually, so let me rephrase this. You can do that, but you're gonna have to have every single product variation separate. If you wanna have all the variations and all the descriptions under one product so that you can do a drop down, click the scent, and then it automatically changes to that description, it's not possible. So that to me was just like, okay, that just proved to me that Wix is not fully there yet, and they're still advancing the platform, and it's just not, it's not all there yet. And that's actually something I find pretty important that they need to add on. And I did message Wix, and that's something that they don't offer, but the developer team is hopefully working on it. We'll see. Keep me updated if you guys notice that it's working now. But that is one of the reasons I don't really like Wix, and that's definitely a con for me. The second reason is because it doesn't come with a business email. So one of the really cool features about WordPress is that when you get your hosting account, most of the time it comes with a business email. I would say almost all the time it comes with a business email. and that's just not something that Wix offers. I feel like a lot of like platforms probably don't offer this. It's an extra fee, but to me it's just all these extra fees, they add up, you know, and I want to make sure my clients are getting the best price and the most fitting price for them, and just keep on having to say, oh, that's gonna be extra, oh, that's gonna be extra. I just find that annoying. So that's another reason I would probably mark them down a point. So another reason, and this one's very important actually, because this has happened to me a lot more times than I wish it has, but the Wix editing, page builder editor, whatever they call it, it actually has crashed on me many times, which to me is just so frustrating, because when I'm in my design flow and when I'm developing a website, if it crashes, it can totally throw me off of my flow and just ruin the moment, right? So when this happens, I'm so frustrated and I have to refresh the page, and sometimes some of my work is actually lost, which is just not cool. So what I've realized is that the Wix editor uses so much processing on my computer, so that I have to close out all of my applications, all of the other tabs on my computer, to make sure it's running efficiently, because if I have a bunch of things open and I'm doing my work as usual, it's more than likely that it's going to crash. So that's another thing that I just feel like Wix isn't fully there yet with that, and one of the reasons that I just don't find developing on the platform the most enjoyable thing ever. So of course, I've talked about this before, but another reason that Wix maybe is just not the #1 choice for me is because you don't own your website. Wix owns your website. So if Wix decides one day that maybe they want to change their pricing model, which definitely could happen, or maybe they decide they want to rebrand Wix and they want to call it something else, or they want to just get rid of it, your website is going down with that, and that's just something I never want to wish upon anyone. And I just feel like there's so much room to grow on WordPress websites. There's so much flexibility with it that you might as well start from somewhere that you can continuously grow on. Whereas Wix, I just kind of feel like although you can get higher up plans and allow for more traffic and more space on your website, just some of these cons and some of these things I've noticed, I just feel like need to get changed before I make this my #1 platform. So those are some of the reasons I like it and some of the reasons I don't love it. I definitely still enjoy the platform and I do recommend it for some of my clients. Like I said, when it really comes down to deciding whether I'm going to use Wix or not, it really comes down to how often are they going to be managing their website, how often are they going to be changing things on their website, and where are they technically with their knowledge? Are they super advanced where they're totally willing to go into WordPress and learn how to use Divi? Or are they just like maybe not really into it and they just want to be able to go in there, quickly add a product, quickly add an image and be done? Then Wix would be my choice for them. So I usually only use Wix for e-commerce platforms and the e-commerce clients, because I know they're going to be on their website a lot more often than just a informational website. Of course, both people are going to be on the website often, but I'm sure you guys can understand what I mean. E-commerce clients are just going to have to be managing their store consistently if that's their main income. So those are the reasons, and I know you guys have seen me using Wix here and there, and I'm sure you're wondering how I decided to do that. So I really hope that this cleared it up, and I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this platform, and if you've used it before, maybe why you liked it or why you didn't like it. Yeah, there's so many great features about it, but there's also a lot of room for growth that I believe Wix has, and I really hope that they're working on, because I do think it has so much potential to be like an amazing platform. But yeah, it is really cool. I definitely recommend checking it out. One of the things I didn't mention is that you can actually set up a free profile on Wix and just play around with it. So I highly recommend doing that so you can decide for yourself which platform you like working on and make that your thing. I mean, if you really love it, there's a lot of great things about it. So I don't want you to think I am like totally poo-pooing the platform. I do think it has a lot of great features, and that's why I use it sometimes. So Anyway, I really hope that this was helpful. Please let me know if it was helpful. I realize I never even end up drinking the wine because I'm talking so much, but let's drink a little right now. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful. If you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it so much if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe down below. I really just want to mention, oh my gosh, I really want to mention that I appreciate you guys and I appreciate the comments and the feedback. That really helps me. So if you ever have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I've been super busy lately, but I definitely prioritize getting back to you guys. But thank you guys so much. I really hope you enjoyed this and I will see you guys in my next video.